Hello, this is Gary Westby, champagne buyer from KLWine Merchants, here today to talk to you about a very special wine that we had the opportunity to buy the remaining bottles of out of France. And it is this 2002 Billecart-Salmon Cuvée Nicolas François Billecart, or for short, the NFB. This is a Prestige Cuvée in the truest sense of the word, with over 10 years of aging on the lees, over a decade of aging on the lees, and some time also on the cork. It's just a pretty special opportunity to taste something that is now just about to hit its 20th birthday. There's not a lot of 2002s, which was a really spectacular vintage, left in the market. And this, I think time will tell, is one of the really, really best ones. It's composed of entirely Grand and Premier Cru fruit, 60% Pinot Noir from both the Montagne de Reims and the Grand Valley of the Marne, where they're located, and 40% of Chardonnay exclusively from the Grand and Premier Crus of the Côte de Blanc. The really special thing for me when I think of Champagne Billecart-Salmon, the first thing that pops to mind is that this is one of the Grand Marque, one of the great maisons of Champagne, who's located in the vines. When you visit Champagne Billecart-Salmon in Marois-sur-Ailly, right there in the Grand Valley of the Marne, you walk in the cellars, and oftentimes there are vines growing above you. And that close proximity to the vineyard, I think, makes a gigantic difference. Another thing that makes Billecart-Salmon so special to me is their low and slow fermentations. They had a member of their family who married in from Germany, who was a brewer and who understood lagering techniques and was able to start a program there of doing very, very, very cold temperature fermentations, which preserve a lot of the fruit and the purity of the grapes that they work with. And to me, that's one of the things that makes them very, very, very special. This wine is a blend of 80% stainless and 20% of wood fermented wines. And I think a unique opportunity to have one of the last O2s that isn't a ridiculously priced RD or late release bottling. So let's open this thing up and try it. As you can see, still has a good pop to it. Still has plenty of good foam. Look at that color. I mean, this is one of the things about Champagne Billecart-Salmon. There's still a flash of green in this. You know, you'd think after 19 years of age that this would have gone, to a much more golden tone than what it has. But instead, their wines, they just age so very well. Even non-vintage wines from Billecart, you put them down, it's amazing how well they keep. And this has that high class brioche character that you can only get from time. There's no way of rushing this kind of brioche aroma. It also has beautiful Meyer, almost marmalade like fruit. There's so much aroma, so much bouquet. It's a quite dry wine at 4 grams per liter on paper, but there's quite a bit of richness there with all of that time aging on the lees. You just didn't need more sugar, and I think that I'm really glad that they labeled this as a brut instead of as an extra brut. It's really it's so much length. This is a real treat. Of course, a wine like this can never be cheap, but I really think that it's a value, and unfortunately, once it's gone, it's gone. I hope you'll have a chance to try it, and I wish I could be tasting it with you.